Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Wibbly Wobbly Workshop. Let me get some things up. How are we all doing today? I'm still getting used to all this. Okay, I think we're good. Good afternoon, Calvito. Good afternoon, matey. How are we doing today? There we go. I've set everything up. Kind of set everything up properly, I think. Again, I'm still getting used to this. I think the quality's better this stream as well. I have upped the quality to 1080. So hopefully that works better. We are getting on with the epoxy river table thingamabob today. Still trying to get used to computers. Honestly, same, mate. Same. I thought I was better with it. William, hello, matey. I've also figured out how to make the chat bigger, which is amazing. I can actually see it now. Also, got it quickly done this morning. A little stand that goes on the French cleat wall. Let's take you off the tripod and everything like that. We got a little stand that helps me save it from dust. Is the gist. So that's brilliant. So that's where you're all then. That's what I'm looking at, which is very, very confusing. A little bit more confusing than the phone in general, but that's kind of the setup at the moment. I thought that said knitting then. Kit in the back of the van. Ooh, what you kitting it out for? Like a work van, is it? That sounds lovely, mate. Right, what we are doing today is we are getting roundovers. We're sanding this all up. And we're going to do a glue up of this today. So hopefully we're going to get fairly close to being done. Still going to sand the top up as well, which is going to take some sanding, which is going to be great fun. But that is the plan today. I can put that back. And basically, let's just get straight over to the router table. I'm going to have a swig of a drink first. And we'll get started. Right. First job, I think we're either going to plane the faces of all of these, or we're going to use the cabinet scraper, is what we're going to do. That is the plan, either or. Cabinet scraper will leave a nice finish, it'll take a bit longer though. Plane will take off more, be a bit quicker, so. With me being in the workshop all the time, but I'm doing it so it's organised. Organisation's always good. Always good to have a good organisation. Unlike me in this workshop. It's getting better. But still not great. Hello, Keith, matey. Hello. Right, we need to take these apart. Take them apart. And like I said, plane some of the faces up anyway. Because some of them are still got a bit of glue squeeze out on there and stuff like that. Some of them are just ready to sand. So we need to do this face. That's not looking great. But the other faces are looking decent, ready to sand on those. So we'll just plane it up. I think, yeah, we'll plane it. We'll get the plane out. That's what we'll do. We'll plane it. Be a lot quicker than... just realised I'm going to have to kind of do this left-handed if I want you all to see. That's not good. More rain coming up your way. I hope not. Although the clouds are very cloudy. That's not the right word. The clouds are very cloudy this morning. So I do hope not. I do hope not. Tune that up. Lovely. I'm just taking a pass or two off this. I will say the sapele is really quite dry at the moment. Really, really dry. So the beauty about this workshop is the insulation keeps it nice and warm, but it dries out the timber very, very fast, which is nice. But not so nice when it comes to joinery and wanting things to stay. Oh, that's lovely there. That's lovely. I'll take a lighter shave in. Oh, I do love sapele. I do love sapele. It's lovely stuff. It's lovely stuff. There we go. That's that side done up. And we've literally taken barely any off that. Just cleaned it up. You can see that nice shiny sapele grain. And then we'll sand up the rest of the sides because they're not too bad at all. So just do that to all the pieces now. And then we'll go over to the router. So we need to do that side as well because that's a sawn side that came straight off the bandsaw. Straight off the bandsaw. And I'm debating whether to do the roundovers on the pieces while they're not glued up, or glue everything up and then do the round. Actually, no, I think we'll do it before we glue everything up. I think that'll be better because pieces aren't the same width and all that, and there's little bits of things like that. So I think we'll do the roundovers before we glue it up. Oh, I love sapele. Gorgeous. Bosh. Just some stunning timber, innit? If I do say so. And a nice shiny surface. You need a sharp plane for that. But sapele is difficult anyway. So there's some fuzzy spots on you. Just because the grain is all interlocking in different directions with sapele. Especially toy and stuff. So definitely a little bit of sanding is going to need to be done as well. It's not the easiest timber to plane up sapele. Yeah, I did. I cut, that's actually a scrap bit there. I cut literally probably about 100 mil off. I think it was exactly 100 mil off, to be honest. So yeah, we cut them down, and they're all like, I think I'm happy with the height. I think. I don't know. It's for me anyway, this table. So if there's something that's not quite right or not, like, I don't mind. I'm gonna love the look of it anyway. It's sapele. Oh, 100% JD, 100%. Always an issue with TikTok. Still can't stream on there. Still getting restrictions like instantly. Not a problem, Keith. I can see the chat from here now. That's mental. Still getting restrictions like consistently. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna make a second account, and at some point I'm gonna do multi-stream. So I'm gonna set up YouTube, TikTok on that second account. Don't know how that'll go though. I'm assuming they're probably just going to ban me again, to be honest, because I hadn't been doing anything wrong. I'd like, what's the word? There's a word for it. It's a good word. I like clean myself up because I thought I'd obviously been mentioning brands before because I didn't realize you couldn't on TikTok, and then I'd like civilized myself up, covered all my tools. Stop saying brands, which is very, very difficult, and stop showing brands. But I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like if I make a new one, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just can't find any decent ones. Mate, they are difficult to find. eBay's eBay. I can say that now as well, look at that. I can say eBay. I can say the word eBay, that's mental. eBay and stuff like that is probably a best bet. You just want quality steel, to be honest. Sheffield steel, I like. All my turning tools, apart from a few new ones, like some Sorbies and I think it's just Sorbies I got, isn't it? Sorbies and Ashley Nielsen's, and I got some Crown ones as well, and Record as well. They're all old, and some just some old ones as well. Like these ones, that's a skew. That's a Thos, cast steel, Sheffield steel. Don't even know. But any old steel, turning tools are difficult. The new ones tend to just be crap steel, which is your issue, and you'll have more problems than not if you go for the the new ones. I've got a couple of newish ones that were just cheap, and they're absolutely terrible. You're mostly just sharpening them more often, which is not nice with turning tools. It takes the piss. So the higher the quality, the less you have to sharpen. I think is the gist behind it. Is the idea anyway. Right, we'll take a couple of shavings off each side. And then we'll get some roundovers on everything. Revo, what's happening, geezer? What's happening, matey? How we doing? Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Welcome into the new live with the computer and everything now. Because I still can't go live on YouTube on the app, which is annoying. So we've got streaming set up back out, which is nice, which is lovely. But TikTok doesn't like us. TikTok does not like wibbly wobbly for some reason. Very annoying. Will, mate, mental, isn't it? Good to see you too, mate. Back to the 50. I like it. We did flatten the worktop. We did. Just can't find it. Oh, I'm missing them. But yeah, we can just talk now. I can just talk normally. How mad is that? I've been slowly taking tape off my tools as well, which is very nice. Very nice. Although some brands are popping off with the tape, which is very annoying. Morse code, literally, and it was just more like having to purposely avoid naming certain things. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I think so, Revo. I think so, but it's mad though. But it's very annoying too, because it's like I've almost had to start over. Do you know what I mean? I'm not mad at it, and it is what it is, but I've almost had to start over. Did they pattern pot? Sort of. I think what I should have done is while it was jelly, like in the gel stage, should have put some like a toothpick in there and try and got some patterns. But it's like a little almost like, it's hard to explain. You can't really see it even if I put some stuff on it. But it's almost like gold flecks in it, but very, very light. Very, very light. I don't think you've missed huge amount. I think you've just missed the flattening, because we've been trying to go live on TikTok so much, and it's basically been starting the live, doing literally starting one little thing, then ending it because we've been restricted. So spot on. They happen for a reason, and I reckon I suppose I was supposed to be on TikTok, not on TikTok, on YouTube. I guess that's how it is. But I get the streaming setup back up. Got the streaming setup back up now, so I can multi-stream. So I can stream probably over on Twitch and Instagram, probably even Facebook as well as on this. Yeah, it's a decent contrast. There is. I think next time I'll be able to do it a lot better, because I kind of know what I'm expecting now. But it's all about learning. But it's still going to look lovely. I mean, how can it not? How can it not? It's sapele and black and gold epoxy. It's going to be gorgeous. Ho, 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 ho. There we go. That's that one cleaned up. Ready for a sand. Do just the one side on this one. Oh, spot on. Freedom with talking, honestly. Everything. It's just better. I don't have to, like, try and hold myself from saying certain things. I can just say whatever. Within reason. Within reason. They do also take 70%. I think it's 75, actually. I think so. Angle C. I actually have no clue. trying to think where Anglesey is. Is it in Wales? Is Anglesey in Wales? My geography is terrible. It's terrible. I've got actually zero clue. I have zero clue. Which part of Wales is Anglesey in? or is it in Wales? I have zero clue. I tell you what, it's weird playing in from this direction, but none of you will be able to see anything. Oh, spot on. It feels good to just relax. I potentially have the tops there, so may have to pop by you. Yes, well, where in Wales? I'll have to have a look where it is. I don't even know how close it is. That'd be nice, mate. Oh, that's chipping out. Like, Sapele can be a pain in the arse. It's so terry. There we go. It's so terry-outy. I don't even know the correct word. Top end of Wales. Oh, I didn't know that. Job got delivered to Anglesey. Bloody hell, Anglesey. I don't even know. My geography's so bad. Like, I know Anglesey. I don't think I've been there, but I know Anglesey. But I couldn't tell you where at all. It is like at all. Hello, Martin, matey. Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome in, everyone. Right, that's all them planed up. These are all looking good. Just need a sand. There's no saw marks on those. These could do with a little bit of a clean up on two sides. I got picked up today, actually. Oh, lovely. Oh, lush. Oh, an Anglesey. Blimey. I for some reason, I thought it wasn't in Wales. I don't know why. Right, light cleanup on this surface. We don't want to take too much off. Whoops, daisies. Just some light passes. We don't want to change the fit of the joints, basically. Holly, I could not even tell you where Holly. I know where Dublin is. I can tell you where Dublin is. Oh, mate, that sounds lovely. Definitely, man. Absolutely. Yeah, I couldn't tell you where anything is. I'm not gonna lie. I know where Wales is. I know where Swansea is. I'm not just gonna list everywhere I know. I know a lot of places, but not a lot of places. There we go. Just trying to get all the saw marks off. Oh, lovely jubbly. Although I have just removed my pencil marks. So I will... That's annoying. A1, B1, so we need C1 and D1. Of course, these are just C and D, because I did not. C. Just guessing at this point. And I don't think those go in that side. That's better. No, that definitely isn't that side. Yeah, 100%. It's the other way. It's right the first time. There we go, that's got to be like that. I think. Oh my gosh. Should not be this difficult. There we go. That's the wrong way. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got there in the end. Yeah, there we go. That's the right way around. Careful there. Yeah, we'll try not to mess this up. Right, let's put these marks on the front. Pencil. I need the pencil. We'll use this. So let's see. D1. A1. B1. Lovely jubbly. Spot on. And then we're playing up this surface because it's the only one we can't get to afterwards. And then we should be able to get over to the router table. There we go, lovely jubbly. Ow. Oh, I like it. I like it. Very nice. Freshly planed up surface, nice and shiny. You can't beat it. And then we can plane up all the other sides afterwards, and it should limit our sanding quite considerably. I think we also want to take a shaving or two off these faces just to remove the pencil marks. We'll mark. What's that say? That's A and B. And we can plane those faces up later. C and D. There we go, lovely jubbly. Got delivered to me today and ran into a, oh gosh, that's tight. All this damage getting shipped out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that's very sad. I'm assuming you can just get it like send it back, if that makes sense. It's like not easy, big walnut slab though. But I'm assuming you can just send that back, like it's shipping default there. But that is a piss take. That is very annoying. I would be gutted, especially if you waited a while for it as well. That's very, very frustrating. There's nothing worse than having to send something back. There we go, and that's literally all I needed. Why don't we get some roundovers on these then? Lovely jubbly. Roundover time. Roundover then sanding. Lovely. Twist you all round to the router table. To delay the customer. Oh no! Came from Canada as well. So you're waiting a long time again to get that sorted then, I assume. Oh, that's very annoying. But just handle with care. People need to just handle with care. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Just take care of the packages. I suppose it could have been unavoidable. Unavoidable in the shipping, I guess, but it's very frustrating. Right, let's get some router bits out. We want a small round over when it comes to the actual leggy parts. You just want to round them over slightly. A very minute round over. So I think we're going to go for a 1/4 inch round over on them ones there. 1/4 inch round over. 6 weeks, blimey. Blimey. Yeah, screw that. I say screw that. You gotta wait, but that is a massive delay. Bloody posties. Right, let's change this bit out. Get ourselves a handy dandy round over on here. That's all it's going to be for now, is just round overs. Decent few round overs. And my collet's loosened up nicely now, which is nice. Used to have a problem with getting these out. That is very nice of them. Very nice of them. Or do we have to watch on a small screen? Have to watch on a small screen? What do you mean have to watch on a small screen? Unfortunately, I've got no clue. I can't see that much, to be fair. And I'm still learning this, so if there is any feedback, do let me know, and I can try and get it changed to better quality for everyone. Right, let's pop that in there. Nice and tight. And then once we got these all rounded over, we can do a bit of a glue up. Ooh, fun. Yeah, I thought it was cozy on my tablet. Is the black border? I don't think it's my fault, but it's camera. So is it black border on like where my hands would be, these two edges, is it? Is that what it is? Because I was trying to solve that earlier. I thought it's a pain in the arse, OBS, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting more used to it, but it is a pain in the arse. So I need to adjust the aspect ratio again, I think. I need to sort that out for the next stream. I was trying to do it landscape, but that didn't work very well. You could literally, it was like a torso. You could only see a torso. You couldn't even see me. Okay, I'll have a look into that on the next stream now, and I'll try and get the aspect ratio a little bit more appropriate. Let's see if I can get a bit more of a zoom in. I've upped it to 1080p though, so it should be crisper. I don't know how crisp is crisp, but it should be crisper. Should be. Looks terrible on my phone up here. Still bigger than when on TikTok. Yeah, definitely beats TikTok, doesn't it? Definitely. Right. I'm pretty certain I tightened that. Let's just double check. Don't want to accidentally not tighten it. There we go. We're golden. Yeah, give it like a week or two. Couple of weeks, and I'll have sussed out all the bits and bobs to sort it all out and all that jazz. It shouldn't be too bad. Right, let's set this bearing up flush, just to make it a bit safer. Looks sweet here. I think it's decent for mobile. If people are on mobile, I think it's spot on. I think it is different for people watching on anything else. I think so anyway. I think so. Not 100% sure, to be honest. Nice and flush. Lovely jubbly, and a slight round over on these is what we want. Defo better quality. I think so, yeah. It looks better quality to me, from my eye anyway, from what I can see. Yeah, literally TikTok, it used to just do it, I think it was automatically, but I think this is just consistent, which is it's very nice. Very nice. Right, let's grab a scrap piece, because we want to make sure this round over is sufficient. We don't want too big of a round over. Don't want too big of one. Plug the router in. And I believe we are. Let's just do a quick test. Let's start with that. I think that might be good. We've got to ignore this piece. I think just that. Ignore this piece because it's just a square. All corners on that. I think that'll look pucker. I think that'll look very, very nice. You gotta consider that as well. So we can't have it too big. Maybe, mate. To be fair, it might be. You never know. I've got no clue, to be honest with you. But all I do know is very frustrating. It was very frustrating, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, let's add this round over to all the pieces, to all four corners of all four legs. Yeah, I did try that earlier, but it was distorting things. I still couldn't get it to fit. And it was kind of just showing like the middle of my torso. Like I couldn't get anything in frame. It wasn't working. So I'll have another look after this stream, try and get it sorted, but it's very confusing. It's probably just something I'm doing wrong. But like I say, give it a week or so. I reckon I will have most of the fine tuning sorted. Right, let's run these through, all four of them. I like that. That's very nice. Very nice. Get this, yeah, 100%, just about figuring it out. That round over has made me very, very happy. I like it. Right, all four legs. Same thing, a few more times. It's a nice round over. Right, let's continue and just get it done to all of them. I like it. Storage unit for my portable router at the moment. Ooh, nice. Great machine. Almost. Not quite. It's still got a lot more things to be able to do if it's going to get to that stage. 100%. Managed to catch a bit of the live on my dinner. Oh, lovely stuff. What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? That's what I like. Leave no tool. Definitely not. Definitely not. We got some really nice rounded legs though. I'm very, very happy with how they've come out. All nice and rounded. I like that. They just need a sand. They just need a sand. I love it. I love it. I love the router now. I love it. How times have changed, honestly. Right, we need to sort out the feet now. I think on the feet, on the bottom part, we want this round over, and then we want a big sort of round over on that side, if that makes sense. A big round part there. And then a little round over. Probably do that round over on all these pieces, on all these sides. And then we'll do a big round over on the ends, I think, and then we'll feather it in with sanding or chisel or both. A bit on the speakers. I should probably get back to working. Mate, I'll rate it. Fair play, just being able to listen on the speakers. That's nice. That is nice. Right, let's get these rounded over. Let's just do it. Power! Do those other roundovers with the disc sander, I think. Afternoon, Bazza. Hello, matey. Welcome in. Welcome. Yeah, I think we'll do the rest of those roundovers, or the big roundovers, on the belt sander, I reckon. Because we just kind of want to taper them in, is the plan. So we kind of want to just put a big round on there. On all of them. Although might be better off just doing it on the router table. What do we reckon? Router table or disc sander? What do we reckon is going to be? What do you all want to see? I think either of them is going to be fine to do. We're gonna have to kind of run these in. Actually, might be a little bit sketchy. Yeah. Oh no. Either way will be fine. Which way do you all want to see? Do you want to do it on the router, or do we want to do it on the disc sander? What do we reckon, people? Router or disc sander? This, that. I wonder. Quicker on table? It might be. To be there. Seen as that, I mean, the disc sander's underneath there, where my knee is, but that's We love a belt sander. William loves a belt sander. So we got 2 for table. We got 1 for sander. Looks like it might be table. Looking like it might be table. We are going to need a mitre gauge. Oh, actually, we can just use our handy dandy slider that we've made, actually. No need, can we? No, not really. We'll use our mitre. Yes, we'll use our mitre gauge. Mitre gauge it is. Sander table. Oh gosh, I don't even know. So it is the sander. It is the sander that we're using. So is it 2 votes sander? It might be the sander though. Maybe it is the sander. There we go. Maybe it is. Is this all for the light? Yeah, we're just finishing off the table. We're getting it mostly done. We're going to glue it up, sand it up, and all that jazz. We're just getting it done. Probably do the roundovers on the words on the actual top as well. There we go. Lovely jubbly. I'm going to put a bit of tape on this. This is a bit loose, so a little bit of tape is just going to help solve that problem. Put a bit of tape on it. Probably, how loose is it? Probably a bit of masking tape will do it, I reckon. I reckon a bit of masking tape. And I do this to basically all my crosscut sleds. Usually a bit of tape just sorts them out. Gives it that extra bit it needs. It doesn't usually need anything else. Sometimes 1 layer, sometimes 2. And just really cut it off. There we go. Really cut it off, to be fair. There we go. And that is the perfect fit now. Absolutely perfect. Spot on. Spot on, if I do say so myself. Right, we want a bigger round over. That is what we want. Big round over. That's a 1/4 inch, I believe, right? A 1/4. So we want like 1/2 inch. Yeah, what? Yeah, 1/2 inch. Half inch it is. That is what we will go for. Ooh. Actually, we're going to go for a 1/2 inch beading bit. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a bead on the end. So it's going to have, I need to try and show. It's going to have like a flat spot there, and then we can round that over as well by hand, probably with the Shinto rasp, I reckon. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. Round over it is. Any wood turning soon? At some point soon, yeah. We're gonna finish off this project first, and then probably some wood turning. Probably get some wood turning done. Yeah, I didn't like the look of that, so we're gonna use. Yeah, we're gonna use the round over instead. Mostly, Smokey, mostly. At least glued up and like rounded over and sanded. cozy workshop there, mate. Like, mate, it is very cozy. It's very cozy. A lot less cozy than the one that we had previously, just beyond that wall. But very, very cozy, man. Very cozy. It's a 9 by 7 feet, so it's a little, it can get a little cramped. It can get definitely a little cramped, but it's good. It does the job, eh? It does the job. Right, let's change this over. 4.5 inch. And before I pop that in, I need to take out one of those plates. That was close. Are the... I might catch the end when I get home, get back, enjoy the live. No problem, catch you soon, Smokey. You may do, you may do. Are the folding planes sharp? Folding. Oh, the molding. These ones aren't. These ones aren't. These are actually the ones that don't have any. Unfortunately, don't have any irons or wedges with them, so they're kind of useless as planes go. But I've got like 10 or 15 more over there, which is nice. Like to have a little workshop. Workshop's very broken. Mate, I don't blame you. It's always nice to have a little workshop. Just fit nice, mate. Nice. Well done. Very productive. Very productive. Right, let's pop those out. That's what I need to do. But at some point we'll do some restorations and we'll get some of those up and going. There's a really cool one as well. There's a nice router plane in here, which I've wanted for a while. Really nice little router plane, which is going to get up and going, which is going to be fun. I've always wanted a router plane. Always wanted one. Come on out, you come. That should be perfect. Out you pop. Lovely jubbly. Lovely. Nice to find another British chappie. Chippy. Mate, honestly, welcome, man, welcome. We've just moved from TikTok, so we used to stream on TikTok, so I've been banned on there, basically, is the long and the short of it. So where are we in, eh? We're on YouTube. YouTube. Done basically the van, just need to fit the, but don't have the right talks about the unit drawers and oh, that's always annoying. Roofing 40 mile per. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Be careful, mate. Be careful. I rate the oh, what's the word? Words. Multitasking though. Roofing, watching the live, 40 mile per hour wind. Fair play. Fair play. Right, set that depth. Probably pretty good. Can always increase, and we want to do it on this side. Yes, that's what we want. Little Wibbly didn't get banned too. Little Wibbly's still here, but unfortunately Little Wibbly doesn't have arms and legs, so he can't unfortunately go live on his own. So he's got to go with me. Oh, 100%, man, 100%, matey, spot on. It's a pain in the arse, but we'll put Little Wibbly down there. pop them down there. Ah, nice to be back, mate. Nice to be back on a different platform, but we are back. We're back, and we ain't going nowhere. Ain't happening, not today. Right. Round over. Same on this piece. And same on these pieces as well, I think. He's sending bad thoughts. Honestly, he is. He's like, where's my arms? Let me at them, I'll tell them. But unfortunately, he's just got a very, very, very amazing beard. I will say, fair play to him. I'm very jealous. Right, let's get some more routing. I've never used the mitre gauge when it comes to a router table, so we'll see how it goes. Let's zoom in a bit so you can all see if anything bad happens. There we go, lovely. Right, let's go for it. Let's give it a whirl. A belt sander jobby after. I do it, I'm not bad at it. Nice. I'm liking it. Right. Not 100% happy with those roundovers, to be honest. But I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the belt sander and we're just going to belt sand them. Or disc sander. Bit of both, to be honest. Bit of both, and just going to sand them all nice and round and flush them all up, I think is the best thing. Came out a little bit nicer on these pieces, but I still want them to be more abrupt. And like I said, I want to feather these out as well, make those a bit nicer. So that's the plan with that one. So let's move to the belt sander. Disc sander, belt sander combo. That's what we're doing. Give it a whirl. Right, move the router bits. Get this sander out. Oh, blimey. Oh, it's dusty. Need to plug it into. There we go. We also need to get the switch it around here. Lovely, and we need to get the sanding saber out because, yeah, that's very, very grubby. Where did I put that? It's in a drawer somewhere. Oh, there we are. Courtesy of the JDW. Big ups to him. He sent this to me. And let's get this sanding pad cleaned up. If we can get it open. Come on. Come on. Come on. Lovely jubbly. Come on. Lush. Right. Damn, it's like it's never been used. Like it's never been used. I love it. Lovely stuff. Let's do his top one, because why not? I love that. I've never actually used one of these before. Oh, that's brilliant. That is amazing. Mental. Right, let's clean them all up. Let's clean them all up a bit. We are going to get the mask out though. That is something we are going to wear. Mask on. Right, and let's just clean up all these. Make sure we are nice and square first. Looking good. Like I said, we're just going to clean up all these roundovers a little bit, make them a bit nicer. they're just ready for a sand now. I think we are ready for sand. We do kind of want to follow that over. We kind of want that round over back in. I don't know whether... Maybe we go back to the... Back to the rector table, or we could just sand in by hand, give it a slight one. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Right, I think we're ready to get some sanding done on all these pieces now by getting the random orbit out. Ooh. Come on, out you come. Got it. We're going to get the random orbit sander out and just sand them all up now. So we're going to start with not 180. Going to start with probably 80 grit. Yeah, we'll start with 80 grit. And we'll get them all sanded up. Lovely job, Lee. Let's move some things out of the way. Move them out of the way. And zoom that out slightly. Right. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that, do need these. $80 grit here, but 80 grit will be fine. And grab this mat out as well. Right, let's just start sanding. There's a lot sanded today, so let's just get it done. Right, it's going to be easier to do these by hand rather than messing around with the sander. So I'm going to grab the same 80 grit. And just very quickly sand them all up. Be much quicker than messing around with the sander. Whoops, the daisies. Although, let's give it a whirl with the sander. Might actually just be easier. I need to mark the tenons on these. C. B. B1. Smashing, now we know which ones are which. What's the next project going to be? Not 100% sure, to be honest. I think there's a couple of bits and bobs to make for Julie. I believe is the next one. I can't quite remember though. But not 100% sure. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. Right, let's get some more sanding done. My favourite. 3 more legs to go, then we got to go up the grits. It's best to get all this sanded done now before we get it put together. We're only sanding the parts that's difficult to reach. Once we get the frames put together, we can sand them once they're all put together. It'll be easier. So it just makes sense to do it this way. One more grit. One more grit up, then we can glue it together, and then it'll be like a final sand at the very end with like 180 or something like that, or 220. Right, so we need, that was 80, we need 120. 120. That might be 120. 120. Lovely jubbly. And like I said, we're only sanding the faces that are going to be difficult to get to once it's all glued up. Is the plan. There we go, 120. I'm actually going to get some gloves on for this. My hands are a little bit sweaty. Get some gloves on. Whoops, it is. And another one. Lovely. 120, like I said, sand this all up, then we'll glue it together. Which is going to be the stressful part. Right, more sanding. That is us sanded up. Welcome back, Clavito, matey. Welcome back. That is us sanded up completely now. I'm ready for a glue up. Exciting times. It's been a long time in the making for a glue up. A long time. But we are the stressful stage. Oh, something in my eye. Ow. Let me open the door. Just to let some dust out. Oh, it's in my eye. My eye, my eye. Ah! My eye! Ow, ow. Right, okay, I think we're good. Alright. Glue up time. I've been excited for this. Right, once we've glued it up, we can get sanded on the top of it then, which is very exciting. Have a quick drink. Grab some clamps and some glue. Yeah. 2. 4 should do it. 4 should do it nicely. 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th down below there. Right. Set this all up. Let's do one at a time as well. Let's not try and glue 2 up. There we go. Pop that over there. Ooh, nice. Well done, matey. Well done. Looking more organised, I hope. Fingers crossed. I need to get some more units in here, to be fair. Get some more storage. I've got some drawers under the workbench now, which is nice. But I do need to get a bit more storage in here. Let's adjust those. And that's A1 and B1. A1. That's B1. A1. E1. Hopefully we get this golden. And then B and A. That's the wrong way. That fits like that. Like that. Should be. All we need to do, I'm going to grab a little spacer, so we need a spacer underneath here because that's a bit higher on that side than that side, but apart from that, we're pretty golden. Yeah, spot on. That's literally what I need to do. I need to get like something like that, but all drawers or little cubby holes I need. So I may end up like getting rid of that and putting it all as like cubby holes for little drawers for little things. And then some form of racking somewhere would be useful as well. Right, little spacer. Should be. I mean, these will do it. Go and let's see what happens when we clamp it. Shouldn't need a huge amount of pressure yet. Nice. We're looking pretty good. Check it for square. The workshop is very organised. I've had OCD for knowing where there's some maybe stuff that. Yeah, mate. To be honest, I'd like to be really good at like having everything organised. I'm just not. Like, I just can't physically do it. I don't know what it is. Something in my brain just doesn't allow me to, and it's very annoying. It is very, very annoying, but it is what it is, I suppose. But I'm trying to get better. I'm making conscious effort. This is a lot more organised than the other workshop, I will say. A lot more. It's not quite square. Nor is that side, so we need to kind of clamp it. We'll see if we can shift it at all. Whoops-a-daisies. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Right, it should be golden to get this one glued up. Should be fine. Hopefully. He said confidently. Clamp. Alright, we're going to do two at a time. Two at a time. Be careful, Wibbly. Be careful. But when I cleaned it all and changed, I think it was because it took me ages to get everything right. I think that is the other thing as well, and especially with a small workshop too that I have, it's like, number one, in normal circumstances, it takes a while to get everything organised anyway. In a small workshop, it's like 10 times more difficult because you almost have the same amount of tools, but it's still trying to fit it in the same workshop, which makes it so much more difficult. Gonna sit in the... Mate, I don't blame you. Get in, nice and warm. Nice and warm. So, it's not raining here, to be fair, which is very nice. Right, panic stations. Panic stations, everyone. Everyone remember to panic. Panic is key. Oh shit. And I've already got glue in unnecessary places. And too much glue as well. Panic! Everybody panic. Way too much glue. What am I doing? Way too much. And we don't want too much glue this time because we don't want major squeeze out. There we go. Oh my gosh, I've used like 10 times the amount of glue than I've needed. Panic. Oh, I've got glue all over the bits I've sanded. Wibbly, man. Bloody hell. Have some bloody care about you, boy. Numpty. Pipe with a hot meal. I don't blame you, man. Don't blame me. I might get a kebab after this or something like that. A nice kebab. We've got a really nice kebab shop down by us. Really nice one. So I might do it. Might take a spin down. Side number 1 in. Not as much glue this time. There we go. Don't panic. Don't panic. No need to panic. I'm not panicking. Clamps in place, and don't panic. Do not panic. I'm not panicking. Do not panic. Clamp. Nice, we're getting squeeze out. Make sure everything's square. Oh, lovely jubbly. Lovely stuff. Oh, one done. Ooh. Steak winning. Ooh, I like it. It's straight to the pub. I rate it, man. I rate it. Straight to the pub. I don't blame you. What's your pint of choice? I can't drink pints myself now because they just make me feel ill. I think I'm allergic to like the hops or the wheat or whatever it is in them. So usually I go Jack and Coke or some form of whiskey and Coke. Is what I go to. Right, that's the first one done. First one glued up. We got to glue up the other one now. Pop that over there. And that was less stressful than I thought it was going to be. Let's hope that this one is the same. Right. much of those blotchy bits. 2 more clamps. 1. Or 1 more clamp. Probably get a pint of Doom. Ooh, Doom bar. Good choice. Good choice. That's a brilliant choice. We used to have around here Gower. It's called Gower Power, but that's it's only specifically in Swansea. But obviously I don't drink beer, but that would be my go-to. Is a bit of Gower Power. Lovely stuff. Right, 1 more clamp. Shit. Squeak. Yeah, man. Lovely. C1 and D1. Let's just see. It's going to be that way. That's going to be that one. Make sure everything's fitting nicely. Oh. Peroni or Coors, or just 4 bottles of Corona. Oh, that's pretty good, to be fair. 4 dry days since oh, blimey. I think we're fairly close down here in South Wales, I will say to that. Yeah, same here. We've had flooding and everything. Oh, that sounds vile. That doesn't sound nice. Sounds like Wales, though. Sounds like Wales to me. But you know what I mean. We get so much of it. It's ridiculous. Right, test fit. Clamp. Make sure everything's lined up. Oh, we need the spacer block. We need a spacer block. Almost forgot about the spacer. I think the weather for me is starting to get better. Don't look at the weather. But yeah, me neither. I just like, whatever it is, it is. I can't change it anyway, so might as well surprise myself every day. Usually it's rain. Usually it's rain. There we go. Oh, it's making those tightening noises that I like. Check it's nice and square. Please. Bob on! Bob on, we're golden, we're golden, we're golden. Oh, bob on, you literally can't ask for better. You can't ask for better. Dry and bright in Durham. Oh, lucky bugger. Lucky bugger. How's Durham? My sister went to university in Durham. She was always complaining about the rain. Reverse 6 here. Do roofs every day. Oh, I can't stand doing roofs. I did a bit of roof joinery in college, but like I never wanted to do it afterwards. Never. Can't wait to London, Florida, and feel hot air. Oh, you lucky bugger! Don't even, mate. Don't even. Whether else, mate, you check me. Yeah, spot on. Literally, just forget about them. I can't stand them. I drive now as well. I hear about it on the radio all the time, and I'm just like, can't stand it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to. I don't care. I do, but I don't. If that makes sense. I do, but I don't. Right, let's glue these. Hopefully not have as much panicky. There we go, bit of gloy. Gloy. And some more gloy. Some more. Lovely. Which has now become a tight fit. Surprise, surprise. There we go. Blimey. Okay, I knew those were a tight fit, but they are a very tight fit. I'm gonna live there. What, up in Durham? Ooh. I love roofs, just sick of it. Yeah, I bet. By the way, can I just say I passed my drive in less than 3 days? Hey, lovely stuff. I passed mine on the 4th of February. So I was very, very gassed. Only got 4 minors, I believe. 4 minors. I was hoping I would do it with a few less minors, but it doesn't matter. I can drive now. That's the main thing. Don't matter. I think it is, to be honest, I think it's easier than it used to be, Various. I think it's easier. I think you were only used to be able to have like 6 minors, or maybe a few less, I believe. But I don't think it is as easy, I'm pretty sure, nowadays. Or I think it is easier, I think. I believe. If I'm not mistaken. My mother's always saying how it's much easier these days, or looks much easier. D1, D, C, nice. So no, I wouldn't say it was easier. I don't know that. I've never done an old school test. I know they don't have certain manoeuvres now in the new ones. Oh, it's a very tight fit. Bit of persuasion. Bosh. Clamp it up. That's a healthy bit of squeeze out. Oh, lovely jubbly. I think we're golden. Looking good to me. Double check everything's square. I love it. I love it. Smashing, happy days. That's 2 glued up. 3rd of Feb 1981. Damn. Not too long ago then. But it just, theory got harder then, or more questions at least. Not 100% sure about the theory. It took me 2 times to pass my theory. I got it on the second go. I don't know about the theory though. I don't actually think there used to be a theory. Ow! I don't actually think there used to be a theory test, or if there was, it was just a couple of questions. I'm not 100% sure there. Not 100% sure. There we go, that's that glued up. It's pretty much the table, like, almost done. We just got loads of sanding and finishing to do once that dries up. And we also got to sand and square up the top once that dries up as well, because we're going to adjust the size of that. That's pretty much it for this live. We've done as much as we can for today. As soon as that all dries tomorrow now, it'll be more sanding. Maybe a little bit of trimming. Maybe not. And then it'll be sanding this up as well and putting a finish on everything then. So this will be all sanded up and it's looking just black, but there is a bit of gold in there. There's a bit of gold in there too. Bob on, it's Bob on. Past 4 years ago. Oh, to be fair, I'd love to ride a motorcycle, but I don't like them. I've got PTSD, as lots of you all know, and one of my big triggers is motorcycles. But I do like the idea of rim, rim, rim in one, but it's the noise. I'd be on it and I'd be just shitting myself because of the noise. Back in the early, it's way more than that now. Way more than that. I think you're looking at like 100 or so. It's a hell of a lot. But that'll be it for today. Tomorrow, like I said, we'll sand everything else up and we'll get some varnish and stain, and not stain, just some varnish and whatever finish we're using on it. May use cellulose sanding sealer on the top, and then try and get some buffing pads to buff on some True Grit, see how that works. That'll probably be, like I said, that'll be tomorrow. Should be pretty much finished with it tomorrow then, in theory. Apart from maybe waiting for varnish to dry or finish to dry, I think that'll pretty much be done tomorrow. We can get on to some other projects. But thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sticking around. We're back tomorrow, probably a little bit earlier than we started today, probably like 12ish. That's pretty much it. Thank you all for tuning in. Catch you next time, JDW. Catch you, matey. Catch you all next time, and thank you all for tuning in as well. I do appreciate you all, and we will see you all bright and early, but we'll see you all nice and sharpish tomorrow, I guess. There we are. Ta-ra, everyone. Catch you soon. Take care.